Hey, good morning, everybody. Kyle here, Bussin' Bethunes. Thank you guys so much again for joining me today, clicking on another one of these old videos. Today is that day, guys. Today is the day I have been waiting for since the minute I rolled into Bay City, Michigan. It's the day I get to leave Bay City, Michigan. I'm just kidding. I don't want to. Bay City's been fine. It's been great, but I am ready to go. We've had a little bit of reprieve from the extreme cold here the last couple days. The temperatures got up fairly nice, 40s, 50s. It wasn't too bad, but more cold weather is on its way, and I hope to God that bus is not still here when it gets there. So we are packing up, or I'm about to pack up the outside. Jen, as usual, is packing up the inside, doing her thing. We're gonna get on the road here in just a minute. A little later than we wanted to leave. Jen had a package that was arriving this morning at the post office, so she's about to head there now. Pick that up. I don't know why my camera keeps drifting on me. And then we can hop on the road. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get packed up. Got the turd toter, gotta put the deck down, little odds and ends laying around, and we're gonna hop on that road and get behind the wheel of this bus and make our way south. Theodore. Pretty sure they all gotta go pee-pee. So one of our jobs at Beet Harvest as Harvest Lead is keeping up with the power cable on the machine, and they run off, right? Anyway, so the cable, I thought these cables were heavy. Those are 480 volts, and they're like that. These cables are not heavy, in fact, are not compared to those. So dealing with this little cable again, it's quite nice. All right, guys, it has been 2 months since this bus has moved. Go here and dump our takes. We were just dumped yesterday. I had double, cleared out, or we strike out on the highway. There we go. Ooh, brakes a little noisy. So it was actually quite nice. So we would have a pumper truck come twice a week on Tuesday mornings and Friday mornings, and then we would have a water truck come Monday evenings and Thursday evenings. So, not full hookups, but they did make it convenient as they could by sending out those, and that was nice. So they do have a dump station literally right here, but that was a nice feature. Not have to worry about our waste or our water. Alright guys, I'm behind that wheel. As promised, I'm going to come over here and brush off my dash a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it is pretty pitiful looking. At least clear my gauges so I can see good. Yeah, it's kind of a gloomy, wintry looking day here in central Michigan. Not super cold today. I believe it's in the 50s, but I do believe there's some more rain coming, which is going to drop the temperatures pretty quick. As we pull out, we're going to make our way down here to Birch Run, about a 34-minute drive, 29 miles. We're going to go ahead and grab a bit of fuel. Not completely on fumes, but we're getting there. I'm not going to fill up here in Michigan. I think I'm going to grab maybe a couple $100 worth to get us down the road a little bit. Pretty sure I can find some cheaper fuel once I get out of Michigan. Probably Kentucky. Maybe try to grab enough to get me to Kentucky. We'll be in, hopefully, plan B, God willing, we'll be in Kentucky tomorrow, midday. And I believe fuel there is going to be quite a bit cheaper here in Michigan. It seems to be, this place here, I believe it's a BP or something, it's like $3.79 a gallon. So I believe I can do a little better than that once I get out of Michigan. But yeah, all that's left now is to just do it. I think that should do her. Can I have a paper towel real quick? Just a dry paper towel. It's freaking condensation. Thank you. I think we've got a... Let me know, guys, in the comments if you have any ideas for a dehumidifier. I want a dehumidifier, okay? But hear me out. I don't want one, those portable ones, one where you have to dump the thing. And I want one I could kind of mount somewhere, but it does have to be small. And I can run a drain line out the bottom because it's such a hassle to have to. I mean, like when we're in Florida, we could literally dump one of those portable ones every day, and it just, you don't know, you just forget and it quits running, and then I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for a compact, decently compact, how would you say, like hardwired or permanent dehumidifier? Let me know down in the comments section, guys. I would appreciate that. But just show on the road. We don't really know where we're going to end up today. I'll get a little more into the travel plans throughout the video, but we're gotta make a stop around the Detroit area for just a few minutes, meet up with a friend, and then I do want to try to get through most of Ohio today. We are slated to be at Mammoth Cave in southern Kentucky Monday. Is that a Monday thing?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Monday, so we've got plenty of time as today's just Saturday. We're going to stay there a couple nights. It's one national park I've been wanting to get to for quite some time. I want to maybe do a little bit of hiking. And so yeah, there's 1,000 trails there. So we luckily grabbed a couple nights there. And then we'll be making our way down to Nashville for a couple of days. Hopefully take in a little bit of music, some bluegrass hopefully, or some blues. And most certainly, there's two things there that absolutely have to happen. One being some Nashville hot chicken, because Nashville hot chicken is wonderful. And two, did you know, or if you didn't know, would you believe I believe, if not the #1 rated donut in this entire country is located in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm not going to spill the beans too much. I'll take you guys there here in a couple of days, but this is a donut you do not want to miss. We went there a few years ago. Without knowing, it's one of the highest rated donuts in the country, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. But yeah, let me hop out here. I'm going to throw in some bluegrass, cover this 29 miles, and pick you guys up here in a few minutes. So I've actually decided on a little change of plans here. I'm not going to go all the way down to Birch Run. Reason being is I've been to that fuel stop before. It's pretty hard to get in and out of there, and it's an independent fuel station, and I worry about their fuel sometimes. I really do, because my thoughts are they probably don't sell a high volume of fuel because it's not exactly accessible for most semis, or at least a lot of semis probably wouldn't even know about it. That being said, I'm going to pull off here at the Speedway and grab, like I said, enough to get me down probably to Kentucky. It is 20 cents more per gallon, but honestly, I think I'm willing to pay that little bit extra and not have to really worry about that. I'm going to pull in here at the Speedway. It's apparently over here to the left somewhere. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments section, guys. Is that something you pay attention to, you know, when you're getting fuel? You know, even in your car, gas in your car. Like, do you go to, you know, smaller independent stations, or you try to stick to, you know, your chain or your larger fuel companies? I don't know. I've heard horror stories in my life, whether they're true or not. I don't know, about people buying bad diesel at some of these, you know, independent stations. But, you know, they don't have the same protocols. And again, I don't think a lot of them sell the volume of fuel that, you know, like a Love's or a TA sells. So I don't know. That's just my thinking on it. But I'll pay that extra couple bucks and, well, a few bucks in a bus, and hopefully get some safe, reliable diesel. Now, that is not something I feel like dealing with on the road right now, is bad fuel. So yeah, it looks like it's $3.99 a gallon. It was listed at $2.79 a gallon up in Birch Run, or down in Birch Run, which we're only about 10 minutes from, but I saw this sign on the freeway and made a last minute decision there. Yeah, so it's what is it, $4.18 cash, $4.24 over here at the Love's. Not necessarily wanting to give them that much, but $3.99, I think I can deal with that. DEF at all lanes. Thank God I don't need DEF. Yeah, Speedway is really the only place I've ever seen them. Is they are pretty common up here, and you see they have a presence in Florida too. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite station ever, but it should do the job for today. And even better yet, it's empty, which is never a bad thing. It should be good. All right, let me go pay. Well, you guys can pay if you want, but I ended up prepaid for $2.50. That should more than get me into my way into Ohio pretty good, or I'm sorry, into hopefully to Kentucky. $3.99 a gallon, $250. Man, definitely a gloomy, kind of a dreary day here in it's a stupid thing here in central Michigan. What's up?
Oh, with our refund money from the post office box, I got the boys some salt vinegar chips.
What'd you get you?
I got some malt vinegar.
Oh, malt vinegar chips. We're talking 6 years ago, 2019, when I went to pick the Eagle up. First time I put fuel in it, I didn't see the Eagle. I would have to vent it, so you could fill from both sides. And the guy I bought it from said, "You want to vent it?" But apparently I forgot that. I was like, it's kind of information overload. So I didn't vent it, and I cranked that big old high flow diesel. And I was standing like right here, and that thing freaking drenched me. I mean, covered me in freaking diesel fuel. It was only at $100. I don't know why it's not. Well, that was ridiculous. I think that's the only time that's ever happened to me. Even if you prepay for the diesel island, it's it cut off at $100. That makes absolutely no sense. Maybe I should have went to Bertrand. Like, it won't even let me. Oh my God, what a pain in the butt. Anyway, back to my story. So I got drenched after filling that Eagle up the first time. Ever since then, I've been like super conservative. I stand away from it. I like pump it on low, because these high volume pumps will crank out some fuel. So I've been like nervous every time for 6 years now filling these buses up. This one hasn't done it to me yet, knock on wood, but yeah, isn't that crazy? $100, like that's a drop in the, I mean, that's unfortunately a drop in the hat on a bus, so yeah, that's stupid. I guess you have comm checks, so that's what most truckers use, or credit card maybe. I don't really know what it makes a difference, but if it was approved, pre-approved for $250, why shut me off at $100? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm doing 200. I'm not going back in there and doing that crap again. 200. It should get me down there pretty good. If I have to stop in Ohio tomorrow and grab some fuel, so be it. All right, we are all fueled up, just over a half a tank. It should get us a pretty good amount of miles. Should get us all, at least all I want to drive today anyway. Oh, yeah, that station was a pain. I've never ran into that. I've ran into it, you know, a lot of times when you pay at the pump, you can usually only, you know, it's not uncommon to only be able to pay $100. Never really had to deal with that prepaying, especially at a place that has trucks, a truck island. I'm not really sure. Anyway, nonetheless, I got my diesel, $200 worth of diesel. I think it gave me, around 50 something gallons. So, like I said, that should give us a pretty good run over the next day or so. Now we're heading down toward toward Detroit, Michigan. I don't know where I got Rayburn. The name of the road is Rayburn. We're gonna visit a friend and hang out for a few minutes and hop back on the I-75 South, where we will be a good portion of this day, pretty much all this day.
Everybody sees you blown apart.
Ran into our first little bit of traffic here. We're hopping on 275 here outside of Detroit down to Toledo. It's kind of be a little bit of a bypass. I'm just visiting with our longtime subscriber and friend Debbie and her husband Frank. Sat there and chatted for well over about an hour. And they recommended coming down to 275, hopping on that, bypassing the city of Detroit, and getting us down there around the Ohio-Michigan border. And I said, that sounds like a plan to me. Anytime I can avoid a big city that I'm not going to, I'll gladly take that option. Yeah, I had a lovely time chatting with them, just about life and all that for about an hour, and just outside of Detroit, about 5 or 6 miles outside of Detroit. And hopping back on the road. I'm not really sure yet what we're doing tonight or where we're staying. We've had a little bit of change in travel itinerary, so we're going to be hopping back on 75, making our way down toward Nashville. I believe we're going to spend a couple days in Mammoth Cave, so that's down south of Bowling Green, Kentucky. So we got plenty of time. That's actually the route to get there. So, 450 miles, just around 7 hours travel time. So we got plenty of time. We have this afternoon and all day tomorrow to get there. We don't have to be there until Monday. So probably gonna drive a couple hours tonight, find us a place to stay, a Walmart or Bass Pro or something, and hop up in the morning and maybe we can explore a little bit. I don't know. I haven't really looked we'll be going through Dayton and Cincinnati, Louisville, Kentucky, and then ultimately down through Bowling Green to Mammoth Cave. So not too sure. Hopefully find a couple things to do tomorrow. Be out here on this open road, and I'll pick you guys up here in a little bit. Well, I've been in Michigan since August the 1st, 3.5 months, well over 100 days, and that is about to come to an end. We are entering the beautiful state of Ohio. We developed a kind of a gnarly wind out of the west, kind of been pushing me all over I-75 here, but welcome to Ohio. It feels good to be in a different state. Rarely do we ever stay in one place for 3.5 months. So definitely a bit of a change is always nice. Love Michigan, gonna miss you, Michigan, but my time to depart you has definitely come and gone, and I am glad to be heading south, hopefully to, probably not the next day or so, but hopefully in the next few days, some warmer weather. Should be headed in, actually about to cross over into Toledo as we speak. Toledo, Ohio. Is there any significance to Toledo, Ohio? I've heard about it, known about it for a long time. Is there anything there that's kind of different? All I know of is Toledo, Ohio, and Toledo, Oregon. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know anything about it. But, all right, guys, I do need to pop over. Like we got I'm not going to Cleveland, so I'm gonna head over to the left a little bit. Head down. Once you get to Toledo, we'll be headed down through toward Dayton. I'm gonna be pulling off here once I get out of Toledo, kind of figuring out where we're gonna stop for the night. I don't plan on going much further. It's already 4 o'clock. Like I say, the wind's gotten kind of rough, so I'm gonna find a place here within 100 miles probably to call it a day. I still gotta edit this video. This video, you're literally watching it 12 hours before it comes out. 14, 15 hours before it comes out. Anyway, running behind here a little bit. But yeah, guys, good to be out of Michigan. Good to be in a new state. Michigan, we will miss you until next time. But it's time to go. Well, we have made the decision that it's going to be a Cracker Barrel for us this evening. It's actually only about 20 miles away from here. It's getting dark. I've got to edit this video, get it uploaded, and with the wind and everything, you know, just have a nice, easy, short first travel day. I'm not going to complain. Just kind of, not necessarily got a late start, but didn't get out as early as we probably would have liked. Then we made our little detour there and visited with our friends, and yeah, just kind of, I think we're gonna kind of call it early tonight and pick it up tomorrow. Like I said, we only got about 350 miles to get to, you know, to be there by Monday afternoon, and it's, you know, it's Saturday evening, so we got plenty of time to try to have a nice travel day tomorrow. Maybe hit up a couple roadside attractions or something. I don't know. I have to do some research tonight and figure out what's going to be along our route here. But yeah, we're 20 minutes, so we'll be at our accommodations for the evening. Welcome to Flag City, USA. Who would have known? Findlay, Ohio.
Is that like Maud Findlay?
Maud. And then there's Maud.
You good? What's it called?
What is what called?
Maud Findlay.
Oh, it's a show. It's a spin-off of the Golden Girls. No, which came first? Maud or?
Maud came first, dude.
Yeah.
In the 60s.
It's gonna be kind of a tight little turn there. Got a right and then a direct right to this little road right here. Have to catch her wide. Nothing to it but to do it. Ugh. Come on, baby. I don't. She's gonna curve. Oh man. No, I thought I was gonna curve it with the front end of this bus, but I did not.
Denny's Diner.
Denny's? Oh wow, that's a cool looking Denny's right there. Welcome to Cracker Barrel.
So you just put 10 on that.
I'm wondering, would you think the place there to the left, do you think might accommodate us? I think that might accommodate.
Pull straight in right here.
Well, I thought about that, but then I saw this over here.
I mean, that might be a little, over to your left might be a little difficult to get into.
But we're gonna hang out pretty good here though, babe. I mean, that's only 5 parking spots, 6 parking spots. Well, I guess let me try this. If it doesn't work, then I'll come back around and snag this one.
You might, buddy, I need you to go get your shirt and stuff on, brush your hair, please. Right. Thank you.
We're kind of hanging out there.
Do you want me to go check?
Yeah, probably.
Quite honestly, you're really not. You're at the line. You're at the line of the parking space.
Am I? I mean, I could pull up another couple feet.
I mean, maybe pull up a smidge, but then think about it. You're gonna have to reverse to get out of
No,
here.
I can get out of here. Is
Yeah.
that-
Oh, yeah. You're good. Now, I mean, the front of the bus is a little in the way,
Oh,
but
no,
okay.
no. All right. This is it. All right, let's go eat. So the food has arrived. They have a seasonal fried turkey breast with some gravy on it. I've had it before. It's really good. They only have it, I think, in like November. Got the cranberry relish, and some mac and cheese, fried apple there. Of course, the legendary biscuits. And I got the kids mac and cheese over there. Jen got herself a salad with a side of chicken there. I think we're gonna take that back to the dogs. And keep coming back to these biscuits here. We just finished up dinner here at our wonderful accommodations here in Findlay, Ohio. This, I think, well, yeah, I mean, a little turnaround. I believe I-75 is right over there. Yeah, we got arrested up here. It's kind of right. We're actually right behind the back of the restaurant. There was a little sliver of about 8 parking spaces, and we pulled in here. Actually, when I looked online on RV Parky, which I reference a lot to the app, campsites, or sorry, campgrounds, casinos, Cracker Barrels, Bass Pros. It showed. I don't know. I guess over the years I've gotten used to the map layout of it, and yeah. So yeah, here's where we are tonight. Had a nice early stop tonight. It's 5:50. I've already had dinner and we're parked for the night. So actually, I'm about to go edit this very video right now, and you guys are going to see it in about 12 or 13 hours from now. But yeah, guys, it was a pretty smooth travel day. And one more thank you to Debbie and her husband Frank for having us over for a little bit. I had a good time meeting them and sharing stories and time with them. And yeah, we'll get out here on the road first thing in the morning and do it all again. This is what I was built to do. I like being on the road in these worn out old buses. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you as always, and take care of yourselves. And again, we'll be back here just a few days. Don't worry, won't be long. Take care, guys.